Hello, everyone. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day and continue to make really good trades. And we've been making really good trades inside the Discord, even with the Hang Seng market getting a nice little pullback recently. We continue to be long that position, and we continue to be long the market, as I do believe, and continue to believe that we will continue to make some relatively, short-term highs, maybe in another 5 to 10% up in this market before we actually see a significant top. When I take a look at our account on the SPY, we're still inside this wave three here. Triple Qs, very similar situation. To me, the bears hoping for a drop any day now, a complete collapse of the market. I think it's they're grabbing onto to just hopes at this point. They're just hoping, right? Just hoping to that this will stop going up, but hope is not a way to trade, right? And when we take a look at this count, it looks like it's pushing higher right now inside of wave three, and I've been banned from those couple of perma bear discords for spreading, even sharing a bullish analysis. And I have a couple of my members that recently left the perma bear discord, and they're still part of it, and so they're sharing to me like every day, like an update when the market continues to go higher, and their accounts continue to get blown up, going lower every single day because they're just too heavily short this market. And again, they will probably get blown up completely once we if we do achieve this target here in the triple Qs, and the same thing in the SPY. We are still in the longer term sell area, but it doesn't mean we can't go higher. IWM should get this wave three as well. Dow Jones, similar situation, should continue to push up. And in wave three, I can give you guys a longer term target. I'll actually add it as well, because I got the SPY, triple Qs, and IWM, and actually the Dow Jones is the only indice that I'm long right now, besides maybe the Hang Seng market, but that's a different market. It's not part of the big US market, right? But yeah, that's essentially it. Nothing really new here. Green money flow, daily time frame. You do have a red dot now in the SPY. Let's take a look at our new candle, right? So we printed that red dot, and now what? So the market pushed higher. We made a new all-time high, right? So let's see if we're seeing any signs of slowing momentum on the shorter time frames. Still got green money flow. Again, this can extend higher. 1 hour time frame. You still got green money flow. You printed a red dot. Is this the top now, right? I mean, we could keep going on and on and on. In reality, and when you look at the larger time frames, like the weekly, it's showing signs of much more upside to come before we see any significant top, right? Monthly, however, printing a red dot right now. You have a red dot, 9 days to go. So it looks like it may confirm this red dot. Maybe we are getting near this short-term top in this market, right? So this could end really at any moment. But I'm betting that there's a lot of stupidity that's gonna continue to push it up, and we're gonna be longing that stupidity, right? Because if people are so smart and I'm so smart, I'm gonna short. It's gonna crash at any moment. It's a good way to get blown up. Trust me. So again, I will get short when the time is right, and I don't think it's right just yet. But we are approaching the shorts, the short signal any day. I mean, it could be any day, it could be any weeks, right? But I think we're getting there. Let's take a look at the weekly time frame. Looking quite good on wave edge, 4-day, 3-day. Nothing really new here. And on top of that, you got these green crosses, like I mentioned, where we're at these lows, and people are saying, no, that doesn't mean anything. Short, it's gonna crash. You better short. Last chance to get short. And then this was the last chance to get short, and then this was the last chance, and now you're at new highs. So again, don't stay fixated on a position, on a bearish position. You need to understand that there's still a lot of liquidity. It is leaving, but again, people will continue to pour money into this market, and the fact that people keep trying to short is probably the reason why we keep going up. Anyways, let's keep going here. We'll take a look at some individual names. Right now, you could see Tesla had an amazing day today. And again, this is a name that we longed inside the Discord as well. We had a tremendous move here from basically 173 all the way to 186 now. So nice update, 6.6, actually 666. Ooh, bad number. But we got a very nice move today in Tesla. And I think we still got more upside to go. We should now be in this wave 3. And if we are inside this wave 3, this should be very impulsive and very bullish. We'll take out this peak obviously in wave 1, and then it should make a new high, and you should continue to essentially gap up and get, you know, very bullish very quickly, probably in the 200 to 220 range in my opinion for Tesla, and maybe even higher before you see any significant slowdown in price. NVDA has earnings soon. We'll take a look at that one. Don't have any position in NVIDIA at the moment, but pushing higher today, up 64 basis points. It should continue to churn higher as well. I think we're going to be pushing up in a fifth wave here of a larger wave 1. And once this is done, I think we'll get a nice little retrace back in a wave 2, maybe retest these previous highs. And after that, we'll be finishing up in a third and then a 4 and a 5, right? So once that's, whoops, let me adjust that. Once this count is done here, I think the fifth wave will be done of the larger fifth wave as well, and then maybe we'll get an NVIDIA top, right? Then you'll get this big correction that everyone's hoping for and looking for, right? But again, it could be very parabolic. One last parabolic rally in a very short period of time, and then boom, big correction afterwards. All right, let's continue. Let's take a look at ROKU. So ROKU, obviously, very unfortunate, pulling back in a deeper wave 2 here. Let's see how deep this could really go. So again, ROKU, at least we have a pivot to trade against, and this pivot is down here, right around 56. So again, low risk reward ratio in terms of a stop out. You get in this trade, you go anywhere near, or sorry, below this white line, you just stop out. It's 3.75%, and then you could just move on to another position, right? Let's take a look here at a lot of Chinese names gotten hammered recently, but let's take a look at these crypto mining stocks, because Bitcoin is now back to what is it, $70,074, and these crypto mining names are just took a pretty big hit today. Getting into the sell area here, and now getting rejected out of it. So again, this is showing that our system is working, but it doesn't mean that it can't be invalidated and it can't go higher, right? So this right now, let me get on a smaller count here, and I'll actually see a little bit better on the smaller time frame. Okay, so reset. Actually, this is the third wave right there. So to me, this looks like this could have been the A wave with a deeper pullback, but it's not as clean. I wouldn't like it like that, but so far, let's just put the X here, and if it is done, then you're gonna have lower targets to come. But I think Bitcoin still has gas left in the tank, and I think you could still push higher and make a new all-time high and hit our higher target, and then, you know, these miners may get some more upside. And once they're done, once they're tapped out, and Bitcoin is going to roll over in its larger correction, that is when you could short these things, right? Short these names, and they're going to go down tremendously, right? But they're going to be a huge buying opportunity once you get down into these nosebleed areas down here. All right, let's shift gears here. We'll take a look at some other names that a lot of people like. We'll take a look at Apple, right? The big cap tech names. So we'll take a look at TLT as well. I don't know if I covered TLT yesterday. Okay, so essentially Apple is finishing up its first impulse here inside of a fifth wave. Let me get on some smaller time frames. You can see divergence. Okay, so now we can see some sort of divergences building, and you're just pushing up in a fifth wave. But again, if it erases, you know, if you erase this peak here in a fourth wave, right, which is in the third wave, if you erase this, then you're just extending the third wave, and this can just go on and on and on, and you're just going to keep doing 1-2 setups until eventually you do get a pullback, and then the one will end. but it's not. I don't like short Apple or short any tech stock at the moment. Not yet. It's not the time. I think there's still a lot of upside. All right, let's take a look at TLT. So we'll cover TLT, right? So TLT, chopping about today. I think TLT is either finishing up its correction or going for a little bit more. Could technically be already done. But let's head over to the smaller time frames. I'll give you guys a more accurate count here. So there we go. So TLT probably just finishing up A, not doing B. Maybe one more dip down, in a wave 2, back down to the 89, maybe $90 level, and then you should be good to go after that. So if this is the measured move, then you should be finishing. You should be finishing up pretty soon. All right, so I'll give you guys a short-term target here for the B. But again, if the B extends higher, then you're gonna get a higher target for the CLA. All right, so let's calculate this. There you go. So between $89.50 to $90.37 is your buy area for TLT. Okay. Could it go lower? Yeah, it could. Could double correct. If bounces, fails, and does another correction, that's a double correction. Could go back down to maybe retest 88. It's all up to you guys. Play however you want. Dollar struggling a little bit today. Not really doing much. Went up, went down, but eventually held flat, basically flat on the day, and then the markets churned higher. Right. If the dollar continues to push lower here in its wave 1, this wave 3, then it's going to be very bullish for the markets, and it's going to help equities tremendously, very, very much so. All right, and let's take a look at yields. So yeah, I think we covered yields. TLT, same thing with the yields. Oil, let's cover some oil. We haven't talked about oil too much, so don't mind this shorter term count, but really what you want is the bigger picture, and I think oil is going to be going down soon, and we will get a bounce, right? We'll get a bounce eventually, maybe back down to the $71 to $72 range. Once we get this leg down, we bounce, failure, retest of resistance, and then you'll get the wave 3 where oil starts to capitulate, go down. I don't know if the market will treat this as bullish or bearish, but oil going down in the short term is helping the markets. It's because it's inflationary, right? So oil going down in the short term will help the markets, and think, that, oh, look, oil's going down, that's going to help with inflation, so the markets will get bullish indeed. But if the oil goes down too much, it could mean recession, big economic problems, and then suddenly it becomes very bearish very quickly. Gold continued to push up in the 5th wave here. Called out this buy area down here weeks ago, playing out beautifully. Same thing for silver. Silver actually had a even stronger reaction. I think we're just extending the 3rd wave, so extremely bullish. Could already, is the wave 4 done already? I don't think so. I think it's just continuing to extend up. Maybe if we make did we make one more high here? Did we make a new high? No, we didn't make a new high. So we'll just do another, you could just redo the count, right? 1, 2, right? And then 3, 4, and then you need another 5th wave to create divergence, and then the 3rd wave. And then you'll get a pullback in the 4. Could be very shallow sideways correction 4, and then in the final push up in the 5th wave into the $34 to $39 area for silver. So that's basically it. Still bullish, still long. Don't really care what the bears or the perma bears say, because they're wrong, right? And this is showing that they're wrong. They can continue to short. By all means, continue to short, because it's not working right now, right? If the shorts were working, then yeah, congrats. Like it's the market's finally crashing. But to me, it looks like we still have more upside, and we literally close near the highs here. Could be wrong tomorrow, maybe today we look like geniuses, and tomorrow the market gaps down, we're gonna look like idiots. Anyways, hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.